Marina Prentoulis is a senior lecturer at the University of East Anglia and specializes in the Brexit process and relations with the EU. Good to see you there. I want to talk a little bit about the question that a lot of people are probably wondering right now, which is, will the election results impact these negotiations, and how?
Yeah, well, I think it will definitely impact the negotiations. We have to remember that when Theresa May called the election, she was 20 points ahead of the opposition party. And she believed that through this election, she's going to have a very strong mandate. And this didn't happen. If anything, it was exactly the opposite. So now she's starting these negotiations, but she is in a very weak position. So what happened with the elections has totally changed, I think, the atmosphere and how the government is going to proceed. I believe that despite the fact that it's going to be a very difficult and messy process, and I expect quite a lot of quarreling to go on, still I believe that the government, the British government, is going to be much more consensual. So what we learned from the election results is that Theresa May doesn't have the mandate for a hard Brexit as she believed. So this changes quite a lot.
What do you think her strategy is going to be now?
Well, I think, first of all, that all this time that we were expecting to hear something more specific about what is going to happen in the negotiations, she didn't give away anything in terms of a strategy. What she used to say is that it's better not to have a deal than having a bad deal. But this, I don't think it's going to be something that the people want anymore. We have also to remember that after the election, we have 2 million young people who voted, and it's exactly these voters that they wouldn't go for her dream of a hard Brexit. Also yesterday we've heard the Chancellor Hammond, who said that no, without a deal that would be very bad from Britain, and he would also, I think, prefer to have a more consensual approach. So I think things have changed, and the strategy is going to be much more consensual. We should not forget as well that there are quite a lot of splits within the Conservative Party itself, and of course that they don't have a clear majority.
And of course, just quickly before we have to pivot to some other news, another attack in the UK. Police treating it as a terror incident. How is that affecting the public opinion in the UK right now?
Well, we have to remember that it was some very difficult weeks for Britain, and although there is not a direct connection between what is happening in terms of terrorist attacks, the Grenfell Tower and so on, the atmosphere against the government and Theresa May more particularly is very negative. The people feel that she is inadequate, she is definitely not strong and stable, and all these together, they give very little confidence to the people that Theresa May will be able to have the people's best interest in mind when she goes to these negotiations.
Marina, pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for your analysis.
Thank you very much.